Hello, I am Valentina Ibañez, and the topic we have been through this unit is inclusive education. To begin with, I will refer to my unit goals and my personal goals. Later, I will speak about my task and my feedback session. And finally, um, I will reflect upon the methodology used by teachers in classroom. So first, my unit goals were to reflect on how inclusive education can lead to social change and how inclusion is trying to be implemented in Chile. I consider I have accomplished these goals since now I understand that inclusivism means to provide all students with um, the same educational opportunities to develop their fullest potential as human beings. And according to UNESCO, inclusion is seen as a process of addressing and responding to the diversity of needs of all students by increasing participation. Consequently, we need students to be in the classroom, participating in their own learning process and in their school community. We can't take students with special needs outside the classroom due to the fact that they will not feel part of their community, and they have the right to. And moreover, um, we need to develop teaching practices that will help them to be in the classroom and to actually learn. But nevertheless, if the state does not guarantee education of quality and free, the previous objectives will not be achieved. LACEP and La Inclusión have been the policies promulgated towards the development of inclusion in the educational system of Chile. With these laws, the state provides schools with sources according to the level of vulnerability they may present, and this associated with the results that schools achieved in certain standardized tests, such as CIMSE. This because a state need to measure if the resources are being well invested. In addition, discrimination when selecting students is prohibited. So, in my concern, these policies are the first step in order to achieve inclusion. So, okay, we have our children going to school. Now we need to make other changes. We need changes such as curriculum, teaching practices, content, strategies, how we use the sources, and so on and so forth. Now, according to my personal goals, I stated that I will improve my speaking skills, especially when using complex language structures. Therefore, I worked with complex, with more complex sentences such as perfect, present perfect, and past perfect, and with different types of sentences such as simple sentences, complex sentences, and compound sentences, and with conditionals. But I have found it difficult to make spontaneously use of them. It's hard. It's till now it's hard for me to make use of them when I want to, like in the task, for example. I needed to write down what I was going to say in order to like to be confident, to feel confident, and actually make use of them. Because when I wanted to make use of them, was difficult to me to organize these sentences to like see the structure they needed to have in order to have a cohesion and be coherent. Um, so I don't think that I have fully accomplished this goal. However, I did well I performed well in my task in relation to to speaking, the use of vocabulary and those things. And well, Um, Now, finally, in relation to the methodology used by teachers, well, the same as the last semester, I think that it is a good idea to try to cover skills being a part, but not like being a part, because we speak, we wrote, we write, and we read in every class. But this semester, I don't think that we actually achieved the comprehension reading comprehension. I mean, because I don't know what has happened this semester that like few students actually participated. I tried to read, and I read the every text, but there was the feeling that we didn't like understood really well the cornerstone of inclusion, and be like really specific like really specific la ley de inclusión and la universidad. So mainly that I think that we didn't make use very well. We didn't use time very well. We wasted a lot of session in nonsense classes. Content this literature workshop that where we needed to look for metaphors and things like that. I think that was completely useful for our learning process. So I think that we need to do a I don't know, a progressive a progressive if we want to work with this, we need to do like currently, not with like stops like this. So well, thank you very much. I think that passed time, but bye.